I'm content creator and spiritual teacher Sally Estlin. I'm dedicated to empower entrepreneurs by sharing practices, tools, resources, and more on my show, Spiritual Teachings with Sally. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Teachings with Sally. Yes, I'm content creator and spiritual teacher and founder of Empowered Clothing. I share practical tools, tips, and resources to empower entrepreneurs. And you can learn more about my fashion and products and services at empoweredclothing.com.au. So today's topic, how to get started when you feel stuck. And today we'll be chatting with Energy Healer Reda Jacobs, who's coming all the way from South Africa. As I bring Reda up onto the screen, I'll just introduce her with a short little bio. So welcome, Reda. Reda started her career as a professional nurse. Hey, Reda, how are you?
Hello.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
So you started as a professional nurse, and then you chose to further your studies as a mental health practitioner. You specialised in psychiatric nursing, and you've been working in community mental care facilities for many years, first at local government and later at the Department of Health as a program coordinator. But these days you mainly work as a body stress release practitioner and an energy healer. Well, welcome to Spiritual Teachings with Sally. Woohoo! Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So today you've brought along an empowerment share all around how to get started when you feel stuck. So your empowerment share is you practice stillness, you be aware of what you eat, and get your body moving. Would you like to expand around those three very empowering things? Practicing stillness.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. When we feel stuck, it is because we are so out into the busyness of the world many times. So we are in our thinking mind and creating all sort of scenarios there. So which is maybe not be real. It's things that we perceive that we think about. So to help with that, it's a good idea to just have moments of stillness in your life. We don't have to do long mindfulness practices, but just become aware of your breathing which is a very good slow down your breath as a mindfulness practice. And yes, so that you can do it short, just 3 minutes, like breathing and feeling into your body.
It's amazing how
Yeah.
just even a couple of minutes can really shift that energy. You can just stop, connect with your breath, and it really cuts it, doesn't it? And it allows you to get out of that craziness and get into that
Yes.
stillness. Yeah. Okay. And being more aware of what you eat. That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, aware of what we actually put into our bodies, because it's also what we eat, it's what we put on our skin, the environment we surround ourselves with. Is it polluted? Or so that is very important, of the chemicals and the nutrition, to put in healthy nutritional valuable food into our bodies, and supplements and so on, whatever your body needs, to become aware of that.
I think that's a
Yes.
really good point about what you put on your skin, because your skin is the largest organ. And I think people forget that our skin is an organ and it absorbs toxins, it absorbs everything. So there's a lot of chemicals in a lot of skincare products. And look, it blew my mind when I found out about it many years ago now, but be very mindful to read the ingredients on the products that you're putting on your skin, because it can make you feel very sluggish. I know there was a lady I was working with who was a beauty therapist. Oh, this is a few years ago now. And she actually went into early menopause in her 20s and definitely linked it to the toxic chemicals that she was putting on her skin. She then did a lot of research into it and was able to reverse the going down into the menopause. But we really do these days in particular have to be very mindful about the products that we're putting on our bodies.
Yeah. I also became aware of this when my grandson became quite sick, because of a little bit of immune
Compromised immune system. Yep.
And then we they did some tests on him, and then I saw all the chemicals that came up, uh, things that he eat, MSG and all those things, and I was surprised at all the chemicals that came up through products that he was using, and in the environment, the dust and so on. So yes, that's very important to look at it in a bigger sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember when I was putting my kids into school and they were on the corner of quite busy roads, and a lot of childcare centres here in Australia anyway, near busy roads, and it's the pollution, it's the toxins that the kids are taking in. And I did speak to the headmistress at the time about it, and they have tox reports of levels of pollution. And it's in this day and age, we have to be really mindful of what we're consuming externally onto our skin, but also internally as well, what we're choosing to put in there, because there's so many chemicals and toxins around us, and they do make us feel sluggish. They do keep us stuck, right? Because we feel yuck. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you said, and also get your body moving. And I think that's music to my ears, getting movement in the body and the muscles, moving everything through, flushing toxins out.
Yes, for sure. Movement is very important because we get so stuck with what we're doing, so drawn into what we're doing that we get stuck in a posture. And just to become aware of your body and the shoulders, and with the body work that I do, I see this people, their bodies need to stretch and to move and to just have awareness of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because, when we're hunched over, think about it, things can't flow freely through. And so when we have this nice straight line and allowing our spine to be straight and things aren't getting stuck in the curves, it's like a little U-bend in plumbing. We want everything to flow through us and not get stuck within us, because when we're stuck, we feel yuck, right? Oh, I like that one. When we're stuck, we feel yuck. But it's true. It's true. And now you've also brought along today an empowerment tip. You are more than what you seem to be. And do you want to unpack that one a little bit more?
Yeah, we can so easily get stuck into negativity, and I'm not good enough, and I cannot do this. So just to know that we are more than what we seem to be. We have an inner guidance and an inner calling and an inner wisdom. All of us have got a magic within us. Just to connect with that.
Oh, I love that. I like to say we ignite the wisdom within us, and particularly
Yes.
particularly see it in women in their 40s and 50s. They've got this wisdom, and they start to step into their confidence and have the courage to just let this shine through. I think as we're aging gracefully, the wisdom's just oozing out of our pores, and you can see it so beautiful, and people resonate towards that energy. Yeah, and you can see the beauty in people all the time, and they don't see it in themselves. And I find that so frustrating, because this is exactly what you're saying. You are more than what you seem to be. It's more than just what you see in the mirror. It's that beauty within, that wisdom within.
Yeah, to me, it's like to connect with your inner light, or your inner frequency.
Yeah.
To let that light shine, and when people do recognize that when you are in that space within yourself, you bring tranquility to the environment, and people will love
They
to
get
connect
drawn
with
to
you.
that. Absolutely. I like to describe people as being the beacon of love and light, when they're just being their authentic selves, when they're, like you said, when they've got all of their frequency, their whole field is in alignment and flow, and just being comfortable in being in that space of just being them. And that's what resonates out. That's like what I'm drawn to you, because you're such a beautiful, soulful person who's just the being of you. People are drawn to that, right? And it's more than just what you see here. It's this energy field that people are drawn to. Absolutely. You and I both work with frequency, and I think, we often talk about it's the way forward. It's this clean way to heal and mend and grow.
Yeah, for sure. The frequencies, just to surround yourself with we are surrounded with all sort of frequencies all the time, but just to choose resonant frequency sounds. It's available nowadays. We can choose that. Listen to music that really speaks to you, and yeah, the way we speak as well. The way the sound and the vibration that comes out of our vocal cords is also a part of that frequency that we can imagine ourselves within.
Absolutely. Everything is energy. And you know when you listen to music that you totally vibe with and music that doesn't, right? Ones that call to your soul, that make your soul sing, and others that crush it like, oh my gosh, So yes, it is definitely getting in alignment and flow. And this is part of just being more of you, playing that beautiful music and being part of an orchestra, because we're all part of this unity and oneness, right? And we're all playing different instruments, but playing the same tune. It's the universe, the one verse.
Yeah.
So I've also brought along an empowerment share today about how to start getting out from being stuck. And the first thing is have awareness that you are stuck, because you can't change what you don't know. So you have to have that awareness of like, I'm actually stuck. And then the second thing is you have to draw that line in the sand and make a contract with yourself that it's time for change. I'm ready for this change. I'm ready to do it, because change isn't going to happen if we keep doing things the same way. So nothing changes if nothing changes. It's time to have that awareness and then say, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to step up and bring this change into my life. And one of the tips that I've brought along today is to do that, is just to start with simple, small steps, just even making that decision in your head or writing it down saying, I'm ready to start, I'm ready for change, and just do one thing and then one other little thing and one other little thing. And it starts to snowball and it gets that momentum going. And that's how you get out from being stuck, is just to start doing little things differently. It's just little things, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Just that small little thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have this clothing range and accessories, and a couple of things that I like to use to help me get unstuck is use energy and aura clearing sprays. I don't know if you use those with your practice, but these are really powerful. Just spraying them around, they shift and lift the energy. I love this. This one is Love Divine. It's beautiful. It's got essential oils. It's got infused with crystals, sacred geometry. And another thing that I like to do often is light candles. These ones are infused with Australian essences, and these are chakra candles, and they have little crystals inside of them. And when I burn them, I have powerful affirmations that go with them. And like this one's, I'm choosing to love, right? I'm just choosing to get into that love energy. There's little simple tools that we can use to really shift and lift our energy. And I like to use sprays and candles. Do you use any of those in your practices?
I do use essential oils, and the flower remedies. I love the flower remedies.
Yeah, bark flowers. Have you come across the Australian wildflower essences?
I did. Recently, I looked at the list of, because it's also in the AO scanner that I use.
Oh yes, yep.
Yeah, so that's amazing. And in South Africa, we also have South African flower remedies.
Oh, of course you do.
Yes.
Beautiful, very powerful.
I think there are about 70 of them. They're really beautiful.
Yeah, they are. Very, very powerful. So there's lots of other things that you can use to help you get unstuck, to shift and lift your energy. So Reda, one of the things that we like to finish off with on the show here is to pull a little card, a little Bling Angel intuitive card. So I'm going to shuffle up and pull a card, and let's just see what message we get today, because you never get a wrong message. So this one says, it says, turn your problem over to the universe and the solution will become very clear. How good is that? This is talking about how to get unstuck. It's just give it up. Just give it up to the universe, hey? Just empty out your glass and allow, for something better to be received in. Woo! How does that sit with you? Turn your problem over to the universe.
Powerful message for me and for everybody who needs that.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, absolutely. You never get a wrong message there. So Reda, people can connect with you on Facebook. I've just put it up there. Just go to Facebook and look up Reda Jacobs, REDA and JACOBS. So Reda, thank you so much for being a guest on Spiritual Teachings with Sally and sharing some of your wisdom, just, helping people get unstuck, get out there, start moving, be mindful of what you're eating and what you're putting on your skin, and practice some stillness. Just connect with your breath. It doesn't have to take a long time. It's about cutting the energy, getting into that stillness so that you can clear your mind and just get into that calm space. Well, thank you so much for being a guest today, and we look forward to catching you again soon.
Thank you, Sal.
Okay, thanks. You too. Such a beautiful lady. So you can join me for another episode of Spiritual Teachings with Sally next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Central, and Thursday at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So until then, stay stable and, just practice some stillness, just get out, get moving the body, and just keep enjoying life. And with that, I'm complete. I'll catch you all later. Bye.
You can learn more about my services and products at sallyeslin.com. Make sure to join me every week for a new episode on the Superstar Entrepreneurs YouTube channel.